We've got an electric crowd here in Golden State's Oracle Arena. We'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers facing the Golden State Warriors. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for Cleveland, filling out the wings, it's Shumpert, LeBron. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. And it's Irving in at the point.
Just look back over the career of LeBron, and you have to say he's an all-time great already. I mean, the numbers are there, the multiple championships, some already calling him the best small forward to ever play the game.
Here's James. The Warriors making the shot. Picked by Mozgov. It's stolen by Bogut. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Thompson for three. The shot is off. And Cleveland the other way now. And you just look at LeBron, Clark, in a historical context. Last season, he became the first player since Bill Russell and his Celtics to make it to the NBA Finals 5 consecutive years.
Boy, I tell you what, this says even more about LeBron, that whenever he leaves a team, they miss the playoffs. And no matter what team he's on, they're favorites to win their conference.
Now here's Shumpert after the miss from Stephen Curry. Out to Shumpert. Inside, here's LeBron, and he dunks it down.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
The feed to Thompson. To the left wing. Here's Barnes.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home.
I tell you what, he's lucky on that one that he got away with maybe not picking up a tee.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Irving for three. Warriors with the rebound.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
And Thompson kicks to Barnes. Here's Bogut, and the rejection by Love. LeBron James on the wing. Green with the block. Mozgov kicks to Love. Mozgov dishes to James, and it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Irving's shot is good.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
On our old partner, Steve Kerr also got a chance to coach the West All-Stars, and Greg, his record-setting debut season with the Golden State Warriors. Clark, he really hit a lot of big milestones early.
Well, none of us are surprised at his success.
No.
I mean, Steve will be the first to tell you it was because he was surrounded by excellent assistants. I mean, that's one of the underrated aspects of being a good coach is you've got to have a good staff, and Steve has that.
Excellent point. Now here's James. Love the pass to Shumpert. Second chance shot. That's in there. Love with the assist.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Curry attacking out to Thompson. Fires the three. And the shot is good. Thompson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for Golden State. Spates comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Iguodala in for Harrison Barnes. And then for Cleveland, Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Smith comes in for LeBron. And Mo Williams subbed in for Shumpert.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
And Thompson kicks to Iguodala. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Williams for three. And it's Spates with the rebound.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Well, he'd have to be really good to knock down the shot like that against that kind of defense.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
And remember, you go back to when Steph Curry was in college, more of a shooting guard at Davidson, but he's worked relentlessly to not only improve his ball handling, but his vision. And now, all of a sudden, he's one of the most elusive ball handlers in the NBA.
And here are the Warriors now. The Cavaliers making the shot. Here's Spates. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Steph Curry does so many things well, Clark, on the floor, but one area he had struggled with was turning the ball over.
Yeah, and after a slow start, Kevin, to the year in the turnover department, Curry was able to slowly right the ship.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Steph Curry. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Cleveland. Jefferson comes in for Irving. Ezeli's checked in for Green. Warriors leading by 3. Golden State moving the ball around. Iguodala dishes to Thompson. And he gets the bucket. Thompson's got 5.
And Curry and his turnovers last year, a lot of it might have been getting used to a new system. But you can see he's also tightened up his play to reduce the giveaways.
Now here is Smith. Here's Varejau. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Varejau's got his first bucket in this one.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
And, you know, Curry knew turnovers were a problem. How about his mom even instituted a fine on him? And so anytime he has more than 3 in a game, he owes his mom $100 per turnover.
And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Spates.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
And the Warriors making a change here. Barbosa's checked in. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Dellavedova's checked in.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope. It's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
Livingston passes to Ezeli. And here's Iguodala outside. Kept alive. Tries again. And it's blocked. And he's able to get it back. The tray. Thompson with the rebound. The foul called on Festus Ezeli. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, nothing wrong with fighting for the rebound, but he gets nailed with the over-the-back call.
And, Greg, you know I was an offensive rebounder in my day. And I like that kind of aggressive play. But he's got to do a little better job of trying to get position earlier in that case.
That's a good point.
We caught up with Kyrie Irving earlier, and he talked a little bit about expectations for himself and his teammates. Kyrie reminding us that it's not just the expectations of the fans and the media he and LeBron deal with, but also, and Clark, perhaps the most demanding of all, are the expectations they've got for each other.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, 2 guys who expect so much of themselves to start with, who naturally have a vision of how great the other guy should be. I mean, they're constantly trying to manage expectations while still demanding the best from each other. And that's a lot of fun to watch.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Yeah, another thing they've done well, guys, a lot of steals in the first half. Really getting after it defensively.
Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. Barbosa is out there with Curry. And it's Barnes at the 3 slot. That's the Warriors 5. Some people think LeBron's athleticism, Clark, has declined over the last few years. He might be the first to admit it. He still looks terrific, though.
Well, he's, that's a natural progression for any player, even if you are LeBron. But he's still an elite athlete by NBA standards.
And here is Curry. 5 points in the game.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Another miss by Curry.
And remember the quote from LeBron on the subject. Obviously, I'm not the 18-year-old kid that I was before, but I can still do the things I need to be successful.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Golden State. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Williams is checked in. Here's LeBron, and the shot is good. LeBron's got 6.
And we've seen him do that before. Batter a defense by just exploding to the basket. And, you know, LeBron was just so far ahead. And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Stolen by Thompson. And it's the Warriors on the break. Barnes got the ball. That pushes it to double digits. And the Warriors lead by 10.
Agility leads to thievery there as he's got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And remember Klay Thompson's father, Michael Thompson, a former #1 pick out of Minnesota. Growing up, he was the smallest of his brothers and thereby took his lumps when they played hoops. But he said that challenge helped him to develop into the player he is today.
James against Thompson. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 8 on the basket from LeBron.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Here's Spates. Mozgov with the block. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Thompson outside. From deep. Cannot hit. Excellent D there from Williams. The Cavaliers trail by 8. James kicks to Irving. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game. Mozgov, guys, was specifically sought after by his coach, Dave Blatt. Remember, Mozgov was a favorite of his from when Blatt coached the Russian national team.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Mozgov and Blatt with a close connection from their international play. Mozgov was a big part of taking home a bronze medal. Remember, Clark, back in 2012 with Blatt?
Yeah, exactly. In Russia, and now again with the Cavs, Mozgov is showing that Blatt has great confidence and trust in his ability, and that's wonderful for a player.
Yeah, real nice shot selection there. I guess he's working on his buzzer beater form.
That's a reach, but perhaps that is the case. Or maybe he was trying to knock a bird off of the scoreboard.
Is about right, because I still can't figure that one out.
No, and I see no birds up there.
No.
Curry kicks to Green. Cavaliers with the rebound.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
J.R. Smith's checked in for James. And the basket by Curry.
In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency. But here in the second, he's turned it around.
And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Spates. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard. You know, basketball can be a thing of beauty, and the Warriors show just how gorgeous ball movement can be last year. Every possession looked like a well-orchestrated concert. It was incredibly fun to watch. Not so much fun, probably, to coach against.
No hesitation at all on that alley-oop. Saw his teammate with the path to the hoop, and bang! Lobbed it right up there for him.
And he was ready for it, elevated, made the catch. You saw the result.
And you know what, though? I like the fact that he still chose that conservative finish there, just making sure he got the deuce.
Warriors leading by 12. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Green in the post. Working on Love. Iguodala left side. Thompson from long range. No luck. Smith with the defensive effort.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Golden State's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Great communication on the alley-oop. Livingston's got the lead up to 14 now for the Warriors.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Hands it from downtown. Thompson's got 10 points in the game. The Cavaliers trail by 17. Irving drives in to the inside. And Tristan Thompson on the bucket with the assist by Irving.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
They kick it out to Green. Pulls up from the corner. And it falls over the rim and in. And the Warriors lead by 17. Smith outside. No good on that last second attempt there. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The Warriors on top.
Thank you,
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. Their biggest lead during the opening period. And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just a...
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
How about the magic touch he had on display there in that first half in terms of finding his teammates? Just a plethora of assists.
Plethora, you're going deep into that dictionary of yours, man. It's not a common occurrence with this guy, though. Typically, he's more of a finisher, but that's not been the case in this one.
Oh, wow.
Is there another player out there capable of moves as stunning as that?
A handful at the most. He is an elite company.
You know, he's got that it factor, no doubt about it. He causes excitement just by walking in the building.
And that How did he hit that shot?
I don't believe what I just saw right there.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
Check out the fellas. Check out his teammates over on the bench. So they are going crazy.
And he gets it to go.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
A nice bounce back here for Harrison Barnes, Clark, in year 3. Moved into the starting lineup last year and really responded.
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game.
Curry. Offensive rebound. Shoots the three. Again, Curry missing.
Boy, he's got a nice-looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, and a lot of times he'll still knock those down no matter how good the D is. Yeah, but they're 3 or 4 to start the second half. I'll tell you what, Harrison Barnes, very athletic. He certainly passes the eye test. And with his size, he can punish smaller wings and create mismatches. And then also he can play some small ball power forward at times as well with the way they like to space the floor.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates comes in for Green, and it's Barbosa in for Klay Thompson. Then for the Cavaliers, Anderson Varejau's checked in for Love. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for Cleveland. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Timeout. Start it.
And so timeout here by David Blatt.
And you talk about Harrison Barnes overall. He had a nice uptick in his rebounding last year, and that was a goal of his. He wanted to get his activity level up. And oftentimes the difference between being good and great is just making those small incremental improvements in different facets of your game.
Warriors leading by 20. Curry attacking. Here's Bogut, and he jams it with authority.
Big time finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim too, just for good measure.
Yeah, but guys, nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating every now and then.
Outside jumper. Shot is no good. Nice D from Bogut.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
It's stolen by Jefferson. Barnes against Varejau. Jefferson dishes to Shumpert. Dellavedova kicks to Jefferson. Out to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Got it. Nice one there from Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got his first basket of the night.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively. Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Warriors call a timeout.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Warriors leading by 18. Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
Andre Iguodala, he's checked in for Curry. Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like this.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Here's Dellavedova, and it's sent back by Bogut. Pushing it up. There's the lob to the hoop, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
And it's Shumpert penetrating, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
He power surged that one down. Wow.
Yeah, good term to use. One of the game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a petty, not a Manny, that's a facial.
And Thompson sends it back. Stolen by Barbosa. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Here's Iguodala, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And the Warriors making a change here. Livingston's checked in, and then for Cleveland, Smith comes in for Shumpert, And Mo Williams subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
And trying to find a way to get some traction, they've got to make the most of every possession here.
Yeah, 4 points off the miscues, and you're right, Clark. They've got to limit those mistakes.
Livingston, that's good.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My
Oh.
goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk.
Well, safe to say that J.R. Smith has never been short on confidence, Clark, his
That's right.
entire career.
Yeah, he's always been a guy who could actually play with confidence and back it up. When he's hot from the floor, he can take over games single-handedly. With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra show there.
That one definitely had something, you're right, extra on it.
Man, I got to pick my jaw off the floor after that one, guys.
And the Warriors with some changes. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Bogut. Green comes in for Barnes. And it's Thompson in for Leandro Barbosa. And then for Cleveland, Love's checked in for Varejao. James comes in for Richard Jefferson. And Irving subbed in for Mo Williams.
And for Smith and his confidence, last year even he said he's on pace to be one of the best shooters the game has ever seen. So obviously not lacking in belief in his ability.
LeBron passes to Smith. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Assist goes to
8 points for Smith.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Green. The shot is off. Good D by Thompson.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Stolen by Thompson. Just 3 on the clock. No luck. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. The Cavaliers trail by 20. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Spates in at the center position. That's the Warriors 5.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
And for Festus Ezeli, came in as an extremely raw prospect a couple years back. Late first-round draft pick. His minutes were down actually last season, but his production was decidedly up.
Yeah, he went from 44 to 55% on field goals, from 53 to 63% on free throws, a testament to how much effort he's putting into developing that shooting stroke.
Oh, look out, and then you throw him stuff like that. What a home run. How does it even go in? He pulls a Houdini.
Oh, my goodness.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for the Warriors. Warriors leading by 21. No good on the quick 3.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Thompson outside. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Cavaliers shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
And that one's good, Barnes.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Just a boneheaded play there, guys, plain and simple.
Well, tell me how you really feel about that, Greg. But you're right. I mean, mistakes like that will keep you from cutting deficits, no doubt.
Curry gets the bucket.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
With the points he's racked up in the paint, he's taking some pressure off of their perimeter shooters.
And it's sent back by Irving, but he stays with it. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
The turnover difference hasn't been in their favor, but you know what? It hasn't really slowed them down too much. I like the fact they're staying aggressive here.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. James Michael McAdoo's checked in for Draymond Green. Rush comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Barbosa in for Thompson. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Love. Jefferson comes in for LeBron. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Shumpert. And Mo Williams subbed in for Kyrie Irving.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
The Warriors making a switch here. Barnes is checked in, and then for Cleveland, Tristan Thompson comes in for Anderson Varejau. And James subbed in for Jefferson. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. Green, he's checked in for James Michael McAdoo.
Warriors, Draymond Green.
The Cavaliers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. LeBron with it. Barbosa picks him up. Barbosa with the steal. 3 on 3. Here's Barnes. LeBron with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Curry outside. Curry with another miss.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
It's LeBron with the drive. Great D that time from Green. Golden State's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. It's stolen. And now James pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Major posterization right there, guys. The defender gave him up way too much height. All he could do was try to get out of the picture.
Here's Curry. Mozgov with the block. James against Barbosa, and that one's good. 30 points for LeBron.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Left side, Curry. Drops it in from 11 feet.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Timeout, Cleveland.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Shumpert is checked in for Matthew Dellavedova, and Irving subbed in for Mo Williams. The drive by James, and it's sent back by Bogut. To the inside, it's stolen by Iman Shumpert. LeBron outside, dishes to Thompson, and he jams it with authority.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure, you're right.
I tell you what, he is an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it look a little too easy.
As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate.
And you know, it's just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games, and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
Barnes kicks to Curry. Shumpert with the steal. Pass to James. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here.
And last year's midseason trade had to feel good to Iman Shumpert. Toiling away in New York, injured, uninspired. Boy, did he find new life in Cleveland. Of course, playing next to LeBron can do that for him.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Vasili's checked in for Bogut. Spates comes in for Green. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. It's deflected. Down low.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capabilities.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And as we've come to expect, another big game tonight and an impressive exhibit for Stephen Curry. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
And for Shumpert last year, Clark, he added the defense and athleticism on the wing that Cleveland so desperately needed.
Yeah, he sure did, Kevin. And he also became a facilitator of all things. I mean, you wouldn't expect that from him, but he averaged over 3 assists a game, easily the best mark of his career.
Good point.
Into the lineup.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Smith comes in for Shumpert. Got that one up quick. That's now 32 points for LeBron. And it's Golden State's ball. Barbosa dishes to Ezeli. The foul called on Festus Ezeli. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Here's LeBron.
And they're clearly finishing strong here, but not enough time to pull it out.
Yeah, it does look like they're going to end on a high note. Too bad this run didn't develop sooner for them.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
In for the Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson.
16 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Pass to Ezeli. Inside. Here's Spates. Got a piece of it. They retain possession. Smith with a wide open look. And that's going to be a treble.
Not doing them any favors with those kinds of errors.
Especially now, Greg, with every possession being so crucial.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They poured it out.
Yes, Kevin.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry. He made all the key plays every step of the way. They depend on him to deliver these sorts of performances. And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For